Hey, it is Rebecca Simon Peter with 5 Minute Leadership. Welcome. Today, I want to talk to you about something that we all need to know about, and that is how to fail and still win. Because failure isn't actually failure necessarily. You can actually fail and win. I think it's really important for us who are, care deeply about the church, care deeply about the gospel, care deeply about the communities that we serve in the beloved community, the kingdom. We got to know how to fail because our past is littered with failures. And if we actually let that stop us, we won't go forward to see the win that can come out of even the worst, most embarrassing failures. I've had them. I know you've had them. One of the big fails that I experienced was I was planning a beautiful planting around this church that was sitting in the middle of the brown prairie of Wyoming. So I planned this beautiful tree planting, got all these people interested in doing it with me. We had trees, we had people, we had a date, we had everything. We planted those trees and we put up little fencing around it. We only forgot, can you guess? We forgot a watering plan. And all those beautiful donated trees, all those beautiful woman and man hours to put those trees in the ground, all the promise of that landscape died, withered on the vine because there was no watering plan. Now, in the moment, I thought, oh my gosh, what a failure. What a big, big failure. But what I realized is it was actually failing forward. That was a fail forward because this church saw what it could accomplish together. What is possible when we tried something. And I, great leader that I am, discovered the power of having a plan where all the details are taken care of. I fell forward too. I didn't just fail, I failed forward because I learned what was missing. If you look at each failure as an opportunity to fill in the gaps for the very next time, you'll never have a true failure. You'll only have learning lessons. It was Edison who said, hey, I've discovered 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb. That's failing forward. So how to fail and still win. So I want to talk about two kinds of failures. There is passive failing. And passive failing is simply not trying. Settling for the status quo, not risking making big mistakes, not risking anything. And the problem with this kind of failure is it's more of a true failure because it doesn't move you forward. It doesn't propel you. It doesn't build momentum. It doesn't create a sense of forward motion. And it doesn't instill in you or your people the value of risking, even if it doesn't turn out exactly the way you want it to. So we can all point to this kind of failure. And that's sort of moving the deck chairs in that Titanic. It doesn't really get to anywhere. That's not the kind of failure I'm talking about. I'm talking about active failure. I'm talking about where you're out there, you're trying something, you're trying to do something. You're actively involved with it. You give it your total energy, you give it your focus, you give it your commitment. You might even give it too much. Who knows? Maybe it's too little or maybe it's too much. And you still miss the mark. That's the point. You still miss the mark. But this is a fail forward. This is a way that you fail and still win because this type of operational failure creates momentum. And it actually can create good feeling. It can create the kind of drag that sort of draws people forward. By giving your best efforts to something meaningful, you will have generated collaboration with others. And I think that's so important. So look, we may not consistently achieve our goals immediately. We may not even achieve them as expected, but failure gives us the insight and the wisdom to succeed. Now, if you're watching this now or later, I would just love to know what's been one of your failures? How did you fail forward? How did a failure move you towards success? Thank you so much for watching this 5 Minute Leadership. I want to invite you to share it with others. You're not the only one who doesn't want to fail. I'm not the only one that gets embarrassed by failures. Share this around so other people can know we can fail forward. We can fail and still win. In fact, we must. We must. We must risk failure so that ultimately we can see what it actually takes to win, to achieve. This has been 5 Minute Leadership. Rebecca Simon Peter. Like and share. Check me out on RebeccaSimonPeter.com, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week as we come back with another message. See you then.